Hey guys, so for today I have a makeup tutorial and it's going to be on this really like wet, beachy, dewy, bronzy makeup look. There isn't any harsh contouring in this tutorial. No like matte look that I usually do, and I also did some cream contouring in this tutorial as well. So this tutorial is super different from my other ones. I actually got super inspired to do this look when I was at MAC the other day. I'm going to be filming a haul for you guys after this video. I went to Sephora and MAC, and while I was at MAC there was the girl that was working there. She just had this really fresh highlighted face, and she had this like bronzy orangey gold all over her lid with just really long wispy lashes, and I was just instantly drawn to her makeup look. And I asked her, what are you wearing? And she told me that she was wearing the Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the shade Rubenesque, and then she just put a gold shadow over top of it. So mixing this like orangey gold duochrome bronzy type of shade with the gold on top just looks so pretty. P.S. please do not mind my hair. It's just like doing its own like natural type of wave. I tried to do the whole beachy theme and play into it with my hair as well. So, but anyways, hopefully you guys do enjoy this makeup look. If you do want to check it out, then make sure to keep on watching. So I'm starting off with two primers. I'm first using the mattifying primer by Makeup Forever. Now I know some of you guys are thinking, what, this is a dewy makeup look, why are you using a mattifying primer? Because I do have oily skin, I am just mattifying my T-zone so that this dewy look does still last. Then I am putting the Radiant Primer on only on the side of my face. And then I'm taking the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfectors in the shade Topaz and Opal, and I'm mixing them together and just putting that all over my face and kind of avoiding the T-zone nose area especially. But I'm mainly just kind of putting it on the cheek area and just a tiny bit on the forehead. Then I'm taking my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation, and I'm going ahead and blending that out with my Sigma Flat Top Kabuki brush. This is in the shade 5.75. I'm not that deep of a skin tone, although that would be a gorgeous bronzy look. I'm 5.75, and I'm just blending that out. And then I am taking the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer in the shade Light Warm, and I'm just highlighting underneath my eye and also down the center of my face. So in this video, we're going to take the Laura Mercier Cream Contouring Palette and we're going to do some cream contouring. So I'm taking this brush and I'm just kind of mapping out where I want my contour to be. Although we are kind of quote-unquote cream contouring, I didn't want this kind of contour routine to be too straight edge and perfect. I wanted it to be more bronzy. So keep that in mind. We're more just bronzing and defining the face as opposed to just straight edge contouring. So I'm just putting that in the contouring areas. And then I switch over to the yellow shade and I put that in the highlighting areas. I didn't use too much of the yellow shade. I just went very light-handed just because I already did highlight with the Urban Decay concealer. So I did go ahead and do that. And then of course you also do have to blend everything out. At first I started using the dense Morphe kind of contour brush to blend, and I really didn't like it. As you can see, everything works out in the end, but the contour there looks kind of weird. So I really didn't like the way that this Morphe brush worked on my skin, so I ended up switching up to a beauty blender. And you'll notice that in a few clips that I switched to a beauty blender. So typically you would use the beauty blender wet, but I had already started filming and I was too lazy to get up and have to wait and wet it and everything. So I just kind of used it dry and it worked perfectly, a lot better than the Morphe brush. And I just went ahead and blended everything out using the pointy side for highlighting and the fluffy side for contouring areas. Then I'm taking the Becca Shadow and Light Contour Perfector and I'm just kind of setting that contour and just using it to bronze up the skin. This is also a very luminizing bronzer, so it's also going to add to the whole dewy kind of luminizing effect that we're going for. So then I'm taking the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, using that yellow shade just to set the under eye area right really close to my eye. I didn't bring it down too much or anything like that. And I also want to set the highlighting areas. Pretty much in this tutorial, we want to use as minimal amount of powder as possible. So I use a very light amount just because you obviously have to set it since I do have oily skin. But I didn't want it to look too powdery. You want this look to be very natural, fresh, and dewy looking. So applying this Makeup Geek Honeymoon Blush. And then I'm, of course, highlighting, and I went super intense on the highlight. I mainly grabbed the gold and then a tiny bit of that rose gold and just popped it on and went super, super intense. You don't have to do it as intense as I did, but I really wanted to do this, like, very intense wet makeup look. So if you want to go all out, definitely you can. Then I'm taking the Kat Von D setting mist just to make sure the makeup stays in place all day. And then priming our eyelids, I'm using the Lorac Eyelid Primer for eyeshadow. And I already did do my brows. I'll leave my brow routine down below. Then I'm taking the MAC Pro Longwear Paint Pot in the shade Rubenesque, and it's this gorgeous iridescent duochrome shade that's so, so, so unique. First, I just kind of applied a sheer layer all over my lid and went a little bit into the crease as well. This look isn't going to have much of a, like, crease at all. You're pretty much just applying this wet shade all over your lid and all over your eye area. So I went ahead and packed on Rubenesque a little bit more. And then I want to set Rubenesque, but also make it a little bit more gold and pull out that duochrome gold that it has in it. And so I set it with the Makeup Geek Magic Act Foiled Shadow. I did not wet this shadow just because I wanted to use it simply just as a shadow and not wet or anything like that. And then I'm taking a little bit of the Makeup Forever Artist shadow. I will leave the name of it down below. I forgot to have a clip of it, but it's just a really warm shade. I just put a tiny bit into the crease just to help blend everything out. Then I'm taking this dark brown from the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette, and I'm just lining my, kind of close to my lash line there. Smoking out my lower lash line with the middle shade from the Kat Von D palette, and I'm just kind of smoking it out just to give my eyes some extra definition. And then popping a little bit of highlighter in the inner corner, the same one that I used on my cheekbones. Then I'm going to apply this kohl pencil from L'Oreal on the tight line on the top there. And then I do move on to doing my top lash mascara, and I'm using the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara for long lashes. I find that this mascara really helps give me full long lashes. Then I am tightlining the bottom waterline with the Tarte Inner Rim Brightener just to give that bright eye effect. And then I do move on to doing my bottom lashes as well with the L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara. Moving on to lashes, I wanted really wispy lashes, so I chose the Stardell ones, and they're only $1, and I really, really love them. For the lips, I'm taking the Bobbi Brown lip pencil and putting that all over in the shade Pale Pink. And then you'll notice afterwards I do add a touch of MAC's Whirl just to deepen it a little bit, but I really love this like pinky natural lip that it gave me. And that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this makeup tutorial. If you did, please give me a like, thumbs up, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah. Again, if you want to see more tips on contouring your face and where I apply the blush and everything like that, then check out my contour video, because I do